The rocket launch jacked me up. I didn't sleep very well last night. Not as well as I should have. Or would have liked to, I guess, is the proper way to say that. Oh. Oi. Oi. Everything hurts. Oi. Golly, everything does not feel right today. Oi.
Woke up feeling stiff, like dreams hit hard last night. Chasing goals in my sleep, now my hamstrings tight. Coffee's brewing, sky is bluing, but first before the flight, we stretch it out with flying 90. Get that mindset right. Stretch it out, breathe it in, loosen up before the wind. Whether running trails or chasing light, we rise and shine, then stretch with might. Yeah, we show up, rain or glow. Morning stretch with Flying 90. Let's go.
Oh, golly. Last night, you guys, I did come across someone that was streaming themselves sleeping.
Heavy, or your spirit needs a spark. This is where the fire starts, even when it's dark.
My beard's all jacked up. I need to get a freaking trim.
Flow, just a couple minutes slow, then we're flying through the day. Ready, set, let's go. Stretch it out, breathe it in, loosen up before the wind.
You can't tell I made a theme song for morning stretching.
We rise and shine, then stretch with might. Yeah, we show up, rain or glow. Morning stretch with Flying 90. Let's
Parveen,
go.
good to see you this morning, friend. It's been a while. How are you?
Tight muscles, big dreams. Start your day with
Like everyone's here now. It's weird how it takes a little bit of time for the notifications to go through, and that's funny. I don't really have the best of lucks as far as like watchers go for streaming on the weekend. Just working your butt off on the channel. Nice, Clint. Good to see you this morning.
tight muscles, big dreams. Start your day with Flying 90 routines.
Oi. I made a song. That was the song for morning stretching. Cracks me up. That's funny, Carol. I know you're just trolling us now at this point. We have no idea what your real age is, what your real name is. Is your name even Carol? We've created a lore about you in the Discord, so that's going to be a fun thing to add. House music? Does that sound like fun today? Your name is Carol, but you don't really like the name Carol? My name is Jeff. Hi, my name is Jeff. Alright, how's everyone doing today? How's your weekend going? Woke up a little late over here. Filmed the rocket launch at 5:30 this morning. And then I went back to sleep for like an hour and a half, so that was nice. Had a crazy freaking dream. Let me tell you what. Boy. Oh yeah. Like Daniela was there. And we were going like mountain biking, right? But for some reason, the head tube on my front fork was like really loose, so I could like wobble it back and forth, right? And what are you even saying? Your name's not Carol, Carol. But then like we were going up to this place to ride where it had like a ski lift, right? So we were riding park, and at the top of the lift, like we were with two other people that were pretty gnarly at riding, and they like went ahead and I stayed back, and there was a lot of traffic, like a lot of people there, right? And it's time to get into it with the chirp wheel, of course, if you're wondering what's going on here. And we were going, and I noticed that issue on my bike. So then I stopped at this, like, you had to go through this house kind of thing where the guy was the Hungry Hangout. Nice. You can do more walking stats. Nice. We went through this house, and there was this dude there that was like the lift manager, right? And I stopped and I was like, hey, do you have any tools? Like, can you take a look at my bike really quick? And he's like, oh yeah, for sure, I got you. And then he was like looking at my front fork, and he's like, oh yeah, it's definitely loose. Let's just put in some silicone and it'll fix it right up. And I'm like, oh sick, right on. So then we take my front fork all apart, and and then I misplaced some of the screws or something, and that's your new channel name? Hopefully your new channel, subscribe to this channel, not Carol. Where was I? So then we put it all back together, but it was still kind of loose, right? And I was like, oh, that's weird. But then, well, this is the crazy part. I've never had a dream where I could actually do this. And I'll get to that, though. So then I go down to this gas station, and I'm putting gas in the car, and I look up, and I'm like, holy freaking moly, because, like, things are on fire, right? Like, the whole town's on fire. And then I look over to my left, and there's those, there's the planes there for the not the Forest Service, I don't know who owns them. Like, I think they're Canadian. The Super Scoopers, where basically there's these planes where they fly along, like, the lakes or the oceans, right? And they're able to scoop up water while they're freaking moving, you know? And then, you know, take off and go drop water on fires. And so those were all coming in, and I was like, what the heck? Like, what are those doing here? And they're like, oh, this is where they live. That's why they're here. And I'm like, are you sure? Because look over there, and the whole town was on fire. I didn't see that, Carol, not Carol. Hold on. I'm telling a story really quick. And everyone's like, oh, you don't know anything. Hey, Davey! Everyone's like, you don't know what you're talking about. I was like, I can literally see the fire right now. Like, what's going on here? And everyone was just telling me how stupid I was. And I was like, whatever, man. And then I go around to the other pumps, and there was this guy. His name's Juan. And he's from, what's his channel's name? Gosh, I'm subscribed to it. I can't remember what his channel's called. Not Are You Kidding? He kind of does pranks, but not really. He just gives out money to people that deserve it nowadays. Anyways, so he was there, and I was like, hey man, how long are you gonna be here for? I'd love to get a picture with you, but I'm kind of in the middle of getting my bike back in order. And he's like, don't worry, man, I'll be here for a while. Like, we can get a picture. I'm like, okay, sweet. So then I go back to where my bike is, and my bike's gone. Someone stole it, and I was like really sad about that. So then I come back to the gas station, and then like all my family members are there too, and I'm like, I don't want to hang out with you guys. I got I got shit to do. Yeah, you guys missed. I made a new song. I think Clint's the only one that heard it. After the story here, I'll put the song back on. So I go back, and then they're all hanging out, and then this is where I've never had this happen in a dream. But I realized I'm able to fly. So I was like, what? I can fly now? And I was like, wow, this is really, like, it took me a little bit. It was a little rocky at first, but then I figured it out. I was able to fly, so I'm, that was really cool. I was like flying around everyone like a freaking quadcopter. That was sweet. I was like, oh, I'm too scared to get really high up in the air because what if I don't really know what I'm doing yet? I was like, I want to practice over the water, so in case it doesn't work right, you know, at least I'll land that I'm gonna land in the water, right? So that was my weird dream. Super random, right? No. In my dream last night, I learned how to fly, but I was flying around a gas station parking lot, and I was like, well, I don't want to get too high yet because this is new for me. I was all cautious in my dream, right? And I was waiting to go over water to learn how to really fly high, just in case. Let Carol run her mouth. I know, right? That was the first time I've ever had a flying dream. You guys want to hear the morning stretch song again? Or should we just keep getting into it? Either way works for me. Yeah, we accept Karen. She's the accepted Karen troll. It cracks me up with Carol and her messages. Like, if I don't read them right away, she'll send the same thing again and then get angry at me for not reading her message. Like, dude, read the room, bro. Lady. I'm in the I'm in a story mode right now. Yeah, my hips are super tight today. Everything's just tight and sore. Last night, oh god, this might be a little TMI, but it's all good. We're all friends and family here. I might have a sad confession to make, everyone. Last night we went to Raising Cane's for dinner. It was Danielle and I's anniversary. That was our 10-month anniversary, right? And we got Raising Cane's, like I was saying. And it was so good as always, but it has been doing me dirty. Basically since like 5 a.m. this morning, I've just been going back and forth to the El Baño. I thought I was gonna miss the launch this morning because of that. So I might sadly have to take a break from Raising Cane's for a while. I'm definitely gonna do a 24-hour fast tomorrow, but I'm gonna start after I get my cup of coffee in because I'm pretty not super dependent on caffeine again, but if I don't get my 1 cup of coffee in the morning, then by the afternoon, I'll have a huge headache. Yeah, you should, Davey. It's super freaking good. But I need to do a little reset on my insides. Yeah, it's okay, good. I hate to say I'm glad you feel the same way, but thank you for feeling the same way. I feel super dehydrated too. The gravy dip, interesting. I haven't heard about that. But if you do go to Raising Cane's, Davey, you gotta get don't be shy. Just get a cup of the sauce. What is Carol even saying right now? Yeah, I feel super dehydrated today. I even I drank a lot of water yesterday too, because it was super hot and I ran in the middle of the day, like during the heat of the day. So I was like, oh, I even added electrolytes to my water and stuff. Yeah. The Raising Cane's did us dirty. I don't know, Davey. I don't think so. Raising Cane's. Oh gosh, how would you explain Raising Cane's? Starting with the atmosphere, it's awesome. It's 1,000%. It's awesome. You know, they don't have guacamole there, which is totally fine. It's just a chicken restaurant. So they have like, think of like KFC almost, but without like the mashed potatoes and the variety of chickens. Yeah, just stay around here, Carol. Yeah, that's Raising Cane's for sure. Boy. Oh. I was planning on going like a pretty gnarly bike ride today too, like distance wise. And then last night, my buddy that lives down the street finally texted me back. Great guy, he's awesome. And he's like, "Hey man, sorry I missed your call." And I was like, "Oh, no worries, my dogs were just out and they were by your house and I was just checking on him." But he didn't have to go ride today, and I'm like, "Ah, maybe." Oh. Like around 2, I'm like, maybe I got that in me. I got a lot to do. I still need to go, I still need to edit last night's or yesterday's video too. Oh, Panino sounds good too. Breaking news? What kind of breaking news? President Trump exempts phones, computers, and chips from new tariffs. Even though we're on a night, it doesn't even make any sense anymore. Like, he hit us with that whole tariff thing, and then he's like, "Oh, we're gonna put a pause on tariffs." I'm tired. I'm tired today. Go ride with him. Like, you're yelling at me. I'm tired. I'm like, literally exhausted. I slept awful last night. Sorry. I can't keep up with the chat sometimes. Just yelling at everyone. Donald! What's up, dude? How are you feeling today? I don't even know if Michael's gonna hit me up though, because he said he has to check in with the in-laws. So we'll see. Worst comes to worst, I'll still go with them. I'll go myself. We'll see if my body wakes up a little bit. Oh no, that sucks, dude. Brentley Brown better be here. Oh yeah, we could do that today too. We could share it. We could do that during lunchtime or something. A musical instrument walkthrough. Oh. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, what? I'm curious about the dynamics of their life. Like, do the in-laws gotta watch the kids? Where's Mama? What's Mama doing today, you know? She coming on the ride too? Like, I got a lot of questions. I'm for sure, once my niece A is born and B is big enough, I guess, right? Like, you can't just put a freaking newborn on the front of a bike, but they have these little things. Yeah, it's Carol, stay here. Carol, not Carol. I'm gonna start calling you Carl if you're a 10-year-old boy. Carl. They have these things that it's like a little seat for the front of your, like, not the front of your bike, but like right behind the handlebars, where a little kid can ride on your bike. I'm like, I'm freaking getting one of those. Oh, that'd be sick. But that's when I'm like, oh, I kind of want an e-mountain bike then. Just a little pedal assist for just for the extra weight of the kid. Boy. I don't think you are 10 because a 10-year-old wouldn't use commas like that. Oh my gosh. It sucked that the rocket launch was so foggy this morning. mixing it up. I got coffee and water. Because I don't know if you guys know this or not, but caffeine actually kind of like dehydrates you a little bit. Yeah, Davey, all the girls are coming over to my channel now from yours. Boy, really just get in there. All we're missing is Andy, and the gang would all be here. Gosh, watching Davey's stream yesterday when he was putting up that tent, it reminded me of my cousin Noah's wedding, and it was absolutely downpouring. That it was on New Year's Eve, and it was just absolutely pouring. And that's a good reminder. The dogs have been pretty quiet. Oh, maybe they're downstairs. And that tent held up, you know. I was really surprised because it was awful, and thankfully they knew I'm a sucker for warmth, so they stuck me right by this heater. But under the tent, like there was walls up and everything, but then there was at least like an inch or two of water that you'd have to walk through, and golly, like it just seems like an electrical hazard. It was a good time. I left before midnight. I was like, all right, I'm old. I'm out here later. It's hard for me. Like, I don't know if you guys feel this too, but it's hard for me to be around people that are just getting absolutely sloshed and wasted. I don't like being around drunk people anymore. It's like, you guys, if you could see just how honestly dumb you look right now. You probably still would keep doing this, to be honest. Do I need to grow out the top of my hair like Davies? Start wearing a bandana? But then they would definitely be calling me freaking Duck Dynasty. I was thinking about like trying to grow out like a mullet. Like my brother-in-law's got a mullet. Just start shaving, like cutting down on the sides, but then grow out the back of my hair. Maybe if I stop wearing hats so much, people would stop thinking I'm bald. But my hair is super curly. So as soon as it starts getting any length in the back, it just curls up. Boy. Oh yeah, right? Seriously, Davey. You're almost like digging. You gotta, what's the number to dig? To call to dig? 711? I am 10. My name is Kevin. My name is Carl. I am 10. How'd you even get here then, Carol? Because the stream's set for adults. So you lied to YouTube about your age? If you're 5'5", then I'm 6'6". Any Slipknot fans here in the stream today? Oi. Eight, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. 8, 6, 7, 5, 3, 0, 9. Call me. Hey, Google account. How are you today? Good to see you again. My name is Carol. I'm 10 years old. Okay. You know, I just realized, you guys, it's kind of funny. Oh, Monster Gaming. Good to see you today. How are you? No buttholes on stream. No buttholes on the stream. Yeah, hide your hiney hole. Have you been up to badness and that's why you're here? Oh, Mr. Charlie. I woke up in the middle of the night too and both dogs were pushing me off the bed and I had one leg hanging off the side of my bed. I'm just like, this is, whose bed is this right now? It's clearly not mine. Why are you up here? Why are you acting guilty? There comes Rugby. Oh, you guys. Hey, thanks, Monster Gaming. I don't feel... I mean, I feel great. I feel good. I feel happy. But as far as like 1,000%, I'm like at a 999% today. Maybe at the end of it, though, will be 1,000%. One dog to sleep with is fine, but two dogs to sleep with is a little much. Especially these two that know how to just take up a full bed. Excuse me. Charlie, play nice. That's my bone? Yeah, I know, right? Charlie is definitely a lover. He's a daddy's boy. Morning stretch. We don't really do too much stretching. We just do a little chilling. Oh, it's spring break. We just had it. Our spring break was like 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I don't even know what spring cleaning is anymore, Davey. Like, what's the whole point of spring cleaning? Is that just getting rid of excess stuff? I had a girlfriend one time that was a hoarder, and, well, it looks like there was one thing she could get rid of. You want to go up on the bed, sir? Okay, come on. Go up on the bed. You got it. Relieving yourself. I'm talking to Rugby, dude. Come on. Go ahead. Go for it. Go for it. Yeah, you're good. That's a silly boy. You live in a hoard. You like that for years. I mean, I do have a lot of shoes I can get rid of. I need to sell them on those shoe selling websites or Poshmark, and I don't know about how you guys feel about this or if you guys experience this or not, but it seems like I wake up and the clock just goes off, and days are on like 2x speed lately. It's insane. It's like, oh gosh, I mean, it's already like almost 9 a.m. here. p.m. Golly. Gosh. That's you guys got a lot of stuff. I mean, I have a lot of stuff too, but her house was an award. We can never keep anything clean. Gosh. Now you're speaking Spanish, Carol? Nice. Hey, that buying stuff off Amazon is super fun, right? Do you guys save the boxes from your products too? Like I'll save the box my computer came in for the next 10 years and never even touched it. Ew, Google account. Steve-O did a challenge or something like that, where he just kept all of his pee, and I forgot why. Hey, if you got clean pee, I mean, this is not a suggestion or a recommendation, but if you have clean pee, you can sell that, right? You don't even have a refrigerator? How do you keep your food cold then, Carol? This is a beat? We're gonna start this one over because it's so feisty. And remember, I'm gonna tell you guys right now, since I like this song, I'm gonna save it because I want to come back to it. I don't know if you guys know this or not, because I've never talked about it, but I freaking love house music. That's probably one of my favorite genres of electronic recording. Bearded Viking! Buenos dias, senor! Ooh, with that saxophone in there? I know, right? I listen to a lot of different stuff, so I appreciate all different genres of music. I use this website called Epidemic Sound for all my music and my videos and stuff, and that's where you guys listening to it, so I don't have to worry about getting it flagged. Bearded Viking, are the fires still going on in South Carolina? We talked about it. The news talked about it, for a little bit, and then why don't we ever listen to house then? I don't know. Mostly when you're driving, you control the radio, the music, and then when I'm driving, we listen to Sirius XM. Oh, good, they died down. That's good. Okay, I see the chat. I need a separate screen just for the chat messages. Yeah, that's my girlfriend. The Hungry Hangout. I hope she posts her. We went to Raising Cane's last night, and she filmed a little hack. I hope she posts it today. It was so funny. I had to film her, and I was kind of giggling to myself. And she's like, "You created this," and I was like, "I created a monster." So basically, you can call me Dr. Frankenstein. Right? Because Frankenstein was the doctor. And, but everyone thinks that the monster is Frankenstein, but what's the monster's name? That's the doctor, right? What was the monster's name? Am I getting this lore? Okay, get this, guys. Okay, so Frankenstein was the doctor. Victor Frankenstein, the scientist who created the creature. The monster itself was never given a proper name in the novel. He's usually just called the creature, or the monster, or Frankenstein's monster. Over time, pop culture started calling the monster Frankenstein, which technically isn't correct, but it's kind of stuck. Fun fact, in the book, the creature refers to himself as Adam once, referencing the biblical first man, which adds a cool layer to the story. Did you guys see my post that I made on the community tab that Hover Air said no thank you? They're like, wow, you have really fun content and it's really engaging, but we're going a different route here on our social media, so we'll let you know though if there's any openings for you. I'm like, wow, thanks guys. I guess I'll stick to my DJI drone. But that's okay, it works again, so I'm not too upset about it. But it would be cool to because with my GoPro I shoot in 4K, but then the drone only records in 1080. Oh gosh, I gotta scroll up here a little bit. Hold on, sorry. Yes, the sponsor. Just remember that. Soon they'll be crawling to you. I know, right? I mean, the one I love working with the most right now is Off-Field. I don't have any, I have the sleep gummies over there, but Off-Field is so good to me. They send me so much stuff, and their products work really well for me. Boy. So they're a really great, they're a great sponsor. I know, right, Davey? It's so crazy how much drones have come in the last 12 years. And it's funny, like, I didn't even know. Ooh, an e-bike sponsor? That would be freaking sweet. Actually, before I just got my... I don't know how many of you guys, I mean, you never know, right? You could... Okay, so unfortunately, I know more of like where stuff is in North Carolina. I haven't really done too much in South Carolina, so I can't be like, oh, you could bike here or there, right? But you know, they are fun. E-bikes are a lot of fun. So yeah, I don't know if you guys saw the video that came out yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, okay, so yeah, it was yesterday. The video that came out yesterday called Why I Run, but it was really covering my whole saga of trying to take in my road bike to get it fixed, and then come to find out it was too old and the parts were too mismatched and it would just be a headache. I told this to my buddy that I'm thinking about going riding with later today. He's like, I love bike math for you, dude. Like, needs a new shifters, needs a new bottom bracket, ends up getting a new bike. So yeah, I reached out to this company called Poseidon Bikes about being an influencer or a content creator for them, and they haven't emailed me back yet either. Still staying hopeful, but now I got a completely different bike, and so I'm like, well, I'm kind of good on bikes, but hey, if you want to send me an extra small, that would be awesome. I'll ride it around on my channel and then I'll give it to my girlfriend. Oy. Seems like I'm popular. Hey, thanks, Monster Gaming. I have a great following. I really appreciate all you guys that want to hang out with me and tune in. I used to do, no one actually knew this, because they're terrible about marketing, right? And promotions and stuff, but Yamaha actually made a really amazing line of e-bikes, and for a hot minute I was shooting photos for them, and I was like, guys, please give me one of these bikes. Like, you don't even have to give it to me, just let me borrow it for like 6 months to a year. Like, every 6 months I'll come down to, they're in Woodland Hills, and I'll come down here and I'll just swap out bikes, right? And they're like, oh no, the most we can do is like 3 weeks. I'm like, okay, whatever, I'll take that. But they made incredible road bikes, and they were electric assisted, so you could go through 3 different levels of power. And I rode it over Big Sur one time, and that bike was so amazing. Like, I can only hit 30 miles an hour on my bike when I'm going downhill with a nice tailwind, but this bike could easily hit 30 miles an hour going uphill. You know, like, you felt like you were Lance freaking Armstrong in the Tour de France, and that was awesome. So awesome, boy. And Yamaha actually stopped their line of e-bikes because they weren't selling, right? The company that was in charge of their marketing was just, they were really missing the mark. It was so odd to me. They prioritized, and I see this a lot with other companies, like they prioritized taking out their investors and showing them a good time instead of actually, you know, marketing their products. You got a good point there, Monster Gaming. They're really silent. Boy. So now my goal is trying to I'm gonna keep hyping up my Specialized bike, and that'd be cool to get Specialized bikes as the sponsor. Another reason why too, like, this is like a personal thing here. I wanted a bike from a bike shop, like a local bike shop, right? To support local businesses. But also too, it's like, I mean, you guys that do this kind of stuff, you can double down here in the chat. When you bring in a bike from another dealership, or what, like Poseidon bikes are considered direct-to-consumer bikes. So you basically buy them from the factory, and you know, you have to put them together yourself. But like bike companies, bike shops are like, oh, right on, man, you couldn't buy your bike here from us. And so they kind of judge you a little bit, more or less. So my road bike came from that shop initially, Art Cyclery, and so now my gravel bike's also from there too. They're good dudes. They're absolutely good dudes. Like, I dropped off my bike, and basically so from their shop to the national park where I ran at was only like 25 minutes of a drive, minus stopping to go to the bathroom. And I got all changed in my running stuff, and that's when they called me, and I'm getting ready to run, and they're like, hey, just a heads up, yeah, we got some really bad news for you. And I was like, gosh, okay. And then, you know, they gave me this, like, yeah, we're actually not going to charge you for this because we didn't really work on it. We just figured out all this stuff was wrong. So I really appreciate that. Like, some places would just be like, well, we didn't do anything, but you still took up our time, so we're still going to charge you. Monster Gaming, I actually do have a motorcycle. It's not a Harley, but it's a Yamaha WR250R. So it's a plated dirt bike, basically. And I also dropped off Daniela's bike, so that would be awesome. I can't wait for hers to be rocking and rolling, because basically with her bike, it wouldn't shift through all the gears, so she would be struggling, having to go up like hills in, you know, like a harder gear, which is nonsense. And I think, if I'm correct here, only her front brake worked, right? So it's hard to want to ride a bike that's not fully functioning 1000%. Boy. Yeah, only the front. And she has disc brakes too. And it's like, that's a lot of brake for just on the front. Hey, thanks, Monster Gaming. But yeah, I'm thinking about, I'm leaning on the fence to yes. I'm kind of over my my dual sport. It takes up a lot of space in the garage. I don't ride it as much as I thought I would. I'm tired of making payments on it. I'm tired of paying insurance on it. I did pay the registration though, so that's good for another year. Right? Danielle and I went to her sister's wedding together, and everyone's like, "Oh, you look like you're in the Amish mafia." Oh, I haven't. Yeah, what movie is that, Davey? If he has no brakes, he's probably riding a fixie. A lot of fixie riders, like a true fixie rider, air quotes here, they don't ride with brakes because it's all in the chain, right? And I'm just like, ooh, that's sketchy. What if your chain breaks? Then you have no stopping power. And actually, Danielle had a fixie at one point too, and she doesn't know this, but she inspired me to get a fixie. And I really that was a fun bike. You feel like when you're riding a fixie and you're riding a fixie, like you're freaking getting into it. You feel so connected to the bike and the road and everything. But the only problem with mine is the seat tube rusted itself, so the seat post couldn't raise up at all. So it was too small for me. So I ended up selling that bike. But that was a fun time. I think it had flat bars if I remember correctly, so it didn't have drops. Oh, not the H2R, but I did have a Kawasaki Ninja at one point. It was only a 250 Ninja though, so it didn't have much oomph. It had enough oomph, but not enough oomph, if that makes sense. And my dual sport 250 doesn't have very much oomph either. I mean, it's great on trails and it's great at slow speeds, but it kind of tops out at 65, so it's hard to feel very aggressive, for lack of a better word, on the roads. No, I don't anymore. I actually ended up selling it. I sold it like quite a while ago to a good friend of mine, and he was riding home from the bars one evening. He wasn't drunk or anything, but he was riding it home, and he actually got T-boned by a car, and it completely totaled the motorcycle. So that bike was dead. It was freaking perfect though. It was so clean. Like we were really good at taking care of that bike, and I missed that one. That was a fun motorcycle. I know, it was really sad. And honestly, after that happened, that friend kind of stopped talking to us. And I just saw him recently at a baby shower though for my sister, and we talked a lot. Like he was basically the only person I talked to. I talked to everyone there, but I hung out with him and his wife pretty much the whole time. This is interesting too. Okay, so another part of this dream that I had last night. Do you guys know what a Home Depot is? Basically, Danielle and I were walking around Home Depot, and we needed to pick out new stain for the wood floor. And then the saleswoman was like, "Oh, you're gonna need to paint your cabinets too." And I'm like, "No, I don't. And she's like, "Well, hold on, let me get my paint guy out here." And I'm like, "Okay. I'll have to check that out, Davey." I'll put that on in the background while I'm editing. So this is where it gets weird in this dream. So she's like, "Let me call out the paint guy. His name's Clayton." And I'm just like, "Oh gosh, here we go. Like, I know this guy." And he comes out, and he's like 9 feet tall, and just like this like giant dude. I'm like, "What?" And I was like, "What happened, man? Did you get taller from high school?" And he's like, "Yeah, I did." His voice was all low. He's like, "Yeah, I did. I can't even pick up my own daughter now. It sucks." He's like, he's too tall to bend over to pick up his daughter. I was like, "What? I can't hear you. You're so tall." And he like yelled at me. I'm just like, "Sorry, man. You're like double my height." And then I woke up. Then my alarm went off and woke up for the rocket launch. So crazy freaking dreams, right? Oi. Oh. Oi. What's left as far as the stretch goes? Honestly, my goal is to, if I could hit 500,000 subscribers, I would apply for Bunker Branding to do all my merch. That's the goal there. That's, this guy named Matt from Demolition Ranch used to own it, but then he completely just walked away. I wonder what Letus is up to too. And now Roman Atwood is one of like the main owners of Bunker Branding. Whoa, 80 feet tall. Dang, that is crazy. What would you guys do if you were that tall? And would everything else still be normal height? Like, Letus the penis. Letus the penis. That's the redneck version of Xenon Girl of the 21st century. Letus boy of the 18th century. Guitar show time. We still got another 10 minutes of stretching. I'll show you guys. Don't worry. I won't rob you of that fun. We'll make sure Davey's at a good. We'll make sure Davey's at a good spot where he's not on listening only mode and he's on watch mode. One of my favorites is to walk out and then stand up. Uh-oh. Woo! Sorry. Woo! Can I reach the ceiling? No. We have 8-foot ceilings here. I'm only 5'9.5". I mean, if I jump, I can, but. Boy. Some cat cows. Woo, golly. What's Davey talking about? Ten push-ups? It's not that I can't. I mean, I might be able to. I'll have to turn the music down so you guys can hear, but when I'm, I'll show you guys, but when I do push-ups anymore, my shoulders click really bad. If the stream gets 10 likes, we'll do one push-up for every single like that the stream gets. Oy. I'm only at 8 on this side. I'm feeling all bloated through all that canes. It's going up already. 9. One thing I love about Raising Cane's is they always seem to get our order wrong. And when I say wrong, I mean that they actually give us more food than we've ordered. Like both of us, Danielle and I, both of us got our the combo meals, and then they gave us an entire extra meal. And I'm like, what? Oh, okay, real quick before I get into the push-ups. In the Discord chat, we were talking about bad tattoos. And I sent them the cover of, here, I'll show you guys. Yeah, we tried the naked strips too, and they were good, but I'm more a fan of the breading. So see this cover right here? It's an infinity sign, right? That's the tattoo I wanted, but then this is the tattoo I got, right? I mean, it's close, but it's nothing like the album cover. Some people sing in their stream, and other people do push-ups in their stream. Sometimes I do both. Yes, 2 days ago when I was riding my bike and tried live streaming during that. I know, right? I actually have a rose tattoo. I was singing while I was riding my bike. I don't know if you guys are able to hear that. Okay, let's bang out these freaking push-ups really quick, and then we'll go to the... Yeah, I'm still waiting for you and Andy to crip walk, Davey. We need to ping Andy and be like, what are you doing right now? Where are you, brother? Perfect position. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. See, you could, I don't know if you could hear that or not, but I think I'm losing a lot of cartridge in my shoulder. Did 5 extra for the troops. You always gotta do one for the troops, right? Boy. It's from the bottles. I think it's from throwing ladders. Back in the fire service, you're required to throw a single person a 24-foot ladder by yourself, and those things weigh 90 or 75 pounds. Which seems, it doesn't seem like a lot, but it is. And so it's like, it's laying on the ground, then you gotta flip it on its edge, and then you walk down the side and then kind of jack it up a little bit, and you put it up on one shoulder, and you're carrying it like this, and you gotta try to balance it, and then all while you're wearing your fire gear, right? And then you throw it up, and then pull the halyards up. It's a bear of an exercise. I'm curious if I can still do it though. Thankfully, I work at a place where we have all that stuff just to train with. I was gonna say play around with, but it actually is for training. Boy, I know, right? I'm not too bad for a guy that just runs. I do kettlebell swings. I try to use that to work on my shoulders and core muscles. Do a lot of sit-ups. It's all about plyometrics for me mostly. Okay. If we're gonna do a musical tour, we gotta start at the very beginning, right? Like the very first guitar I ever got. And I got this one, let's see. When did I get that one? I think I was in the 7th grade when I got my very first electric guitar. Let me go grab that really quick. Hold down the fort. We're switching to musical. This one's for Davey, Lord Davey. Are you guys able to touch your toes without bending your knees? That's just kind of like my baseline level of flexibility for myself. It's like if I can't touch the floor, then I know I'm really tight. Sometimes I'm like, oh. All right, hold down the fort. I'll be right back. Okay. So this is my very first electric guitar I got as a kid. And I just want to preface here, my dad loves musical instruments, right? He's always had guitars, he's always played music. He was in a band before I was born. You gotta get on the stretch routine, Davey. Hey, one day we should do a dual stretch. So this was my very first one. He got it as a present for me. I think I just finished 7th grade. And we went to Guitar Center in Las Vegas, where I got this one. So this is even the pick guards kind of yelled a little bit here. But this is a Squier Strat. So it's like a Fender Stratocaster, but it's a Squier version. And it's really freaking dusty. But I like this deep blue color. Really cool guitar. It's the 20th anniversary one. But it needs just a good deep cleaning. And you can tell I still love the band. But I threw a pepper sticker on there because, you know, why not? Fun guitar. So that was my first electric guitar. Let's see. All right, let's go down the list here. So then this one right here. Boy. Ah, look at all the dust is flying around. Dust and dog hair. That could be my motto. So this guitar, I actually bought this. I bought this guitar when my grandpa passed away, because he left us some money, each of us like $500. So this was my first ever acoustic guitar, and this was called an Ovation. And Ovation guitars are super cool because they're acoustic, but they have a plastic back, right? And so you can also plug them in to an amp, and they have a built-in EQ, so you can adjust the volumes, the bass, and the mid, and the trebles, and all that stuff. And it's awesome. This one's cool because it has abalone inlaid inside of it, and on the fretboard. So I really love this guitar. This was one of my favorites. Still in tune too. One of the cool things about these guitars is it has a built-in tuner. So that's awesome. That's just a neat feature. But yeah, I love this guitar. I can't play anymore. Give me give me some. If I'm gonna need to play guitar for you guys, I'm gonna need to practice a little bit before I absolutely embarrass myself. I was like, gosh, are there even guitar picks in this thing? It's like it's not really in tune. Yeah, exactly. That is the one. Absolutely love this guitar. I used to know a few Green Day songs. Welcome to Paradise is a classic one. What was the other one? Holiday? Classic. That's a good Green Day. I don't really like Green Day. Like I said, you guys, like, no Green Day after American Idiot. gotta make some room up in here. Let's stick that one over there. So now we're just going down the list. This is in no particular order. Here's all the information for my dog, Charlie. So then a few years ago, I wanted to pick up bass guitar because everyone, like, there's drummers and there's a lot of guitar players, but no one wants to really play bass. And I was like, actually, bass is kind of fun. I used to, my neighbor across the street used to be a drummer and had a bunch of bands. I don't even know. Are you guys keeping score? What is that? A USB cable or something? So I was like, well, I'd like to play music with people again, so I'll play bass, because someone's got to play bass, right? And so I got this one. And bass is really fun. It's a good time, but I just lost kind of interest in playing music, to be honest. So this is a Jackson bass guitar. And this is so I got this one when I was super into this band called La Dispute. And so that's why it's more of it's got that typical like Jackson neck to it. And the fret, you know, the inlays are all black. So this is a really cool bass guitar. And even the picks are all messed up in this thing too. I like playing bass. It's my favorite thing, like with like live music, is when you can really feel the bass in your chest, and you can really feel the when like the drums have like the kick, and like you can just really feel like the dun, dun, dun. So you get that a lot with like the bass. I have a good time with it. I even got a book on how to learn how to play bass, but I don't know, some of the books just aren't, in my opinion, very fun. But yeah, that's the bass. So these three are mine. But then these last two guitars, they're my dad's. So this is the creme of the creme. Gosh, I'm out of room here. Hold on. And all you guys, can you teach me? Like, guys, I can't even remember myself. How am I gonna give lessons? If everyone signs up for buying me a coffee for the monthly subscription, I will I'll get guitar lessons from the local music shop. How about that? Okay, this baby. This is the last one we'll show for you guys today. This is the cream of the crop. The reason why we have this guitar is they all ranges. There's a $5 one, a $15 one, and then a $25 one, I believe. So my dad got into a car accident way before I was born, right? And the money he got from the insurance company to buy himself a new vehicle, he ended up buying this guitar. So this is a 1968 Gibson Les Paul. And this is a solid buy. This is my favorite favorite electric guitar to play. But yeah, Gibson Les Paul. A nice maroon color. It's got a cross up there. Also more abalone inlaid. Yeah, oh yeah, my dad's totally fine. He yeah, I got a big old whammy bar down here. This is an awesome guitar. I love this thing. And this, I'm assuming this guitar is worth some freaking money too. Boy. Some notable people. If you guys look up, Tom DeLonge played this same one in like kind of the early days after Enema of the State came out. You look it up, and his has like a Billabong sticker along the bottom. He played that. Slash is known for playing Gibson Les Pauls. That's a fun guitar. So I have played in bands before, and that was the guitar I used. But the downside to it is it's so freaking heavy that it really just, after playing it for like an hour or so, you're just like, gosh, I need to sit down. Boy. Yeah, so that's one of those things, like, I would never get rid of it. I would never get rid of any of these instruments. No one's ignoring you, Carol. We just got answers, we got questions, and we're kind of in the middle of something here. But yeah, that's that for guitar tours. That's awesome, Davey. Boy. Okay. Got so many pairs of shoes. I gotta remember which order these went in. Hats. I'll put this GoPro mount way over there. Yeah, that's boy, that's my music collection. Oh. Like under my bed, I have a piano, electric keyboard. Right? No one has asked about that cute astronaut up there. No, I'll never get rid of any of these instruments. That's one thing I do really love to just like keep on to is musical instruments. I still have my saxophone downstairs from middle school too, and I don't think I'll ever get rid of that. What are we gonna do now, gang? We've been streaming for 74 minutes. We usually only stream for an hour, but I do need to get editing yesterday's video, and gotta do some chores. Oh, we just hit 10 likes, nice. Why haven't we started a band yet? Because we're a running team right now. We're a running biking team. Yeah, exactly, Davey. That's exactly right. There's just some things you don't do, some things you hold on to. Hey Gary, buenos dias, senor. How are you doing on this fine day? You just missed the musical instrument tour behind me. Whoa, Charlie. Charlie. Yeah, sweet boy. We could be like Juno, well, I call the one that gets pregnant. That's the person in the band I want to be. Nice, Gary. The Reading Vikings. Come on, buddy. I gotta do some editing, but I know what you think it's time for. It's time for a morning walk, Dad. Look at your little eyelashes. Ah. Yeah, you're so handsome. Oh. Can you shake? I know, right? Chat's going crazy, so it's hard to want to get off the stream. Oh, nice downward dog, Charlie. Hey, thanks. Yeah, of course, absolutely, Gary. But I remember very quickly, you're not you're a PC guy, right? You're not on Mac. Please create a theme song for the running Vikings. Any other themes you guys want to throw into there, Davey? Any other bits or pieces that should go into there? Oh, big stretch, Higgins. That guy. Oh, you have a Mac as well? Nice. So that makes it a lot easier for me. Buy once, cry once. I would just recommend getting Final Cut. I've been using or been showing Daniela kind of help her get started on using iMovie, and it's so confusing. It's not as family friendly as they advertise, or at least as I remember back in the day. I started with iMovie, and then oh yeah, Final Cut Pro. Oh, dude, you're on it. Whatever you want to learn, just let me know. Shield Maiden Bikers too. And the Shield Maiden Bikers. Yeah, just send me a message on Discord. Alright, this is what ChatGPT responded with already. It's like, hell yes! Here's an epic pulse-pounding theme song for the running Vikings and the Shield Maiden Bikers. Let's see what the what would the theme be for this song? Or like genre? It'd probably be rock music, huh? Maybe metal? I think metal, personally. Rock. Metal. Beard flowing with love. All right, fire it away. Let's see what it comes up with for us. The other dog, I don't want him to get up. He just crawled under the covers. He's a guy that appreciates rest and relaxation. Okay, here's version 1 of it. Oh, sorry. Saturday vibes. Chasing the wind through mountains and flame. The dogs know our pace, they you just want to chart now, buddy. Oh, nice, Gary. Heck yeah, dude. I slice the dirt like blades through the mist. Breeze in the wind, you don't wanna get missed. I will. Fire in our soul. We ride with the fury of Valkyrie. We got iron in our veins, thunder in our chest. Running Vikings never stop, never rest. And the Shield Maidens ride. I I just added this song to the music recommendation part of the Discord.
We rise like waves from the sea. Axes, wheels, and burning thighs. This is how legends mobilize. From fjords to forest, from trailhead to track, we push past the pain. There's no turn.
I know, right?
No throne awaits, no crown of
Monster Gaming, if you scroll up through the messages, it will, I'm sure Nightbot let us know what the Discord link was.
We got iron in our veins, thunder in our chest, running Vikings never stop, never rest. And the shield maidens ride, fearless and free. Together we rise like waves from the sea. Axes, wheels, and burning thighs.
Axis wheels and burning thighs. It's got like some, a little bit of like Seven Dust vibes, you know? Was the, oh, so the music's too loud so you couldn't hear. Nightbot will hype up the Discord here in a few. Or if you scroll back through the chat messages, you'll see Nightbot talking, saying, please join our Discord. Ooh, that flute at the end here. Here's version 2.
Hit the trail with thunder and stride. We run with the storm. We've got nothing to hide. Chasing the wind through mountain and flame. The gods know our pace. They remember our name.
Listen to that double C kick drum.
Tires slice the dirt like blades through the mist. Braids in the wind, you don't wanna get missed. Steel on our frames and fire in our soul. We ride with the fury of Valkyrie go. We got iron in our veins, thunder in our chest. Running Vikings never stop, never rest. And the shield maidens ride, fearless and free. Together we rise like waves from the sea. Axes, wheels, and burning thighs. This is how legends mobilize. From forest to forest, from trailhead to track, we push past the pain. There's no turning back. No throne awaits, no crown of gold. Just glory in the stories that our scars told. Got iron in our veins, thunder in our chest. Running Vikings never stop, never rest. And the shield maidens
Charlie likes it. He's all fired up. My armpit still in there, buddy? Are we starting a mosh pit? Hey guys, no fighting in the mosh pit, okay? Charlie, he doesn't want to play right now. He just wants to... I'll post this one in the Discord too. Woo! Well, gang, it has been fun, but I gotta finish out editing yesterday's video so I can make sure it gets posted by 12 p.m. And like I was saying, do other stuff here. Here, let me scroll up. Hold on. Some Indian music, those are also on fire. Here, I'm gonna pin the help support the channel, merch store. Gosh, Nightbot hasn't hyped up the Discord here in a while. There we go. Oh, well, let me pin the message. What the heck? Huh. Oh, there we go. Nightbot just hyped up the Discord. Oh, yeah, join the Discord. There is a question wall, but it's just, why do you want to join the Discord, you know? That's the big question, the big deal-breaking question. Yeah, I'll do right now. I'm going to hop on my computer. But I appreciate you guys, as always. Thank you for spending your time with me. Namaste. You know, we can't do yoga and not end it with a namaste. Thank you guys for namasteing with me for almost 90 minutes. It's been awesome. We listened to music. We did push-ups. We did a guitar tour. But yeah, have a great day. Have a great Saturday, everyone. Do something every single day to make yourselves better than we were yesterday. We'll start with reading, because Andy the other day is like, it's funny that reading was at the bottom of your list. Read, run, walk. Just get outside. Do something happy. You know, tell someone you love them. You know, smile. The only thing you do today is smile. Just freaking do that, right? But I appreciate you guys. Thank you for always watching my streams. Thank you for watching my videos, supporting the merch store, everything. You guys know the whole 9 yards. I really appreciate all of y'all. And yeah, we will play one of these days, Davey. When we hit, let me see the metrics here. When we hit 2,200 subscribers, we'll play music on stream. How about that? 2,200 subscribers. So we got 95 more to go. Tell your friends, tell your family. Like, hey, we want this guy to play music. Join this, join the thing. Join the thing. Hold on, wait, before we get off here really quick. So as you guys know, the reason why I started vlogging again, daily vlogging, is because I'm getting ready for an ultra marathon. And it is in a month and 2 days, right? This is the belt buckle that they're giving out if you complete 100 miles. Like, how freaking awesome is that? I saw that and I was like, I got to get this. And so I'm super excited. So I feel good for it. I feel like I got this for sure. I'm either going to get this belt buckle or absolutely die trying. But I think I'm solid on my meals and hydration and all that, so I don't see myself. Oh, interesting. I wonder if the link's expired. Okay, after this, once I get off here, I'll get an updated link, and then check my community tab, and I will post a new link to the Discord. And if you guys are thinking about getting a bike, today is the final day to save on Trek bikes. Trek makes a really good bike. That's kind of annoying, huh, Davey? That like you can't just have a constant link. Like, Well, thank you guys for. Oh, it looks like Foxy shared the link. Hope you guys are able to click on that. On my end, it's clickable, so. But yeah, I will post a link to the community tabs too. For you guys, so you can hang out with us when we're not live streaming. But anyways, I appreciate you guys. Have a fantastic Saturday. Check out my video today. Hopefully, I'll get it done before 12 p.m. That's in 2 hours and 15 minutes. So, but yeah, as always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next one.